I'm in college now, but this story happened when I was going into the 5th grade. I wasn't really the target of this story, but the man involved was in a religious church, and as well as my summer school. When I was in elementary, my parents loved putting me in summer school. My mom was a waitress, and my dad was the president of a piping company. My elementary school was a 15-minute walk from my house. So I walked to and from school until my mom got home until about 3. I know I was really young to stay home alone, but it helped me learn independence. And I felt like the boss of the house, the main girl. Well, one morning, my mom didn't have to be into work until later. So she decided to drop me off. I liked my summer school classes at the time, but one I was put in sucked. It was making things out of wood. First off, I hate doing anything with that because I'm very clumsy. Second, art is not my specialty. A man, probably in his early 30s, was the teacher. He seemed pretty normal and was extremely nice. However, I noticed he was overly friendly with the boys. On a day that my mom didn't have to be late for work, she took me to the school. I had gotten out, and my teacher came up to me for help. He needed me to get stuff for him out of his car. I don't know why I did this, but my mom was right there. When she noticed, she never left. While I was helping him, he made small talk about how the boys were doing, and I thought it was kind of odd. But just pushed the thought out of my head. As the weeks went on, I noticed he was super touchy with the boys in my class, and he would give them extra help. This kind of creeped me out. I was the girl who needed the most help because of my box. I honestly don't know what it was. It was just a box. It was all messed up and I was frustrated. My teacher never once helped me. He would comment on how well the boys' projects were doing, but completely ignored all the girls. I just thought he liked boys more than girls because he was a boy himself. After a nice break from summer school for 2 days, Monday rolled around and I walked into class and there was a totally different teacher. I was super surprised because my teacher always came early and was always seen talking with the boys. This new teacher never said a word about where a real one went. After school, I went home and watched my TV with my dog. Later, my mom walked through the door and she had this disgusted look on her face. I asked her what was wrong and that's when she told me. My summer school teacher was helping out with the church's summer activities and lured some boys about my age into a storage closet and molested them. Me and my mom had a very long talk, even though I had a very hard time understanding this. But I began to piece it all together as I got older. I felt so awful for those boys and wish I could have said something. My teacher ended up going to jail and I had to receive intense counseling. I haven't heard a word about him since, so creepy dude from school, let's never meet again.